ladies and gentlemen of the media, I've received extraordinary gracious visit by members of the Luo Council of Elders in Nairobi. We have come to the aids of Gary Limited because they wanted to know some of the issues surrounding this meeting. Let me start by saying that I was surprised when I went to court this morning with my lawyers. It was supposed to be heard at 9 o'clock. This was a scheduled hearing. But when we went to court, my matter had been removed from the court list. And they could not even tell me when the matter was next to happen. So, of course, that is to preempt any hearing of my matter and any decisions on my matter, so that the harassment which is happening here, they have closed my gates, can continue. I'd like to be able to say that I'm not going to show any court order, any eviction order by the policemen who have stopped me from getting to the premises. I don't understand why more than 100 policemen have been brought to stop me going in. But even more important, I've received letters from my tenants today complaining. They have paid rent, they're running their businesses like restaurant business, Cameron being the anchor tenant, and they have been stopped from doing business in this place since Saturday. The policemen who are here, I really want to sympathize with them because they received orders from above and nobody has told them what is happening, what they're supposed to do. They're just told to take positions and they'll get instructions. So they're also waiting for instructions. It is very unfortunate that I go to court and I'm removed from the court list. It's very unfortunate that they want to act outside the law, because at the very minimum, I should be allowed to go to court. So why do they remove me from the court list? I think that is a question that Kenyans should be able to ask in the direction that I'm answering this question. Having said that, I want to emphasize what now I like to be able to request all Kenyans to know and all media to know, that I've had 4 attempts to pay the loan. It was 9 million loan. We even reached a settlement. Let me pay them 12. They did not disburse all the loan. I told them, including interest, let me pay 12. And this was done in an agreement formally, actually drawn by their own lawyers, the study of Oyatsi. And for drawing that settlement agreement, Oyatsi sent me a bill of 17 million Kenyan shillings. So there has been an attempt to pay. I also got offer of investors from the Emirates who brought in 10 million. And before we could settle that, it moved to 14 million, then 16 million, then 18 million US dollars, then 32 million US dollars was the last figure that they came up with. So because of this moving target of how much I'm supposed to pay, I went to court and I told the court, look, there's some mischief going on here. I want a court supervised management of this case so that I can pay and let them leave me alone. They objected to that in court, and the judge ruled in their favor that I don't have a right to redeem my loans. It is unconstitutional. But we know what else was happening in that court. So I want to pay. But you can't tell me today pay 10, then tomorrow pay 12, then pay 16, then pay 26, then pay 32. I cannot pay a a moving target. This may be inexplicable to those who do not understand how some unscrupulous judges and people act in circumstances like this. I gave them securities which amounted to 1.9 billion pensions that time. It was better for them to take my property and sell it to themselves at the lowest price possible, because I can do nothing about that, so that then they can develop and make more money. So they don't want their money, they want the land, because the land is more valuable than the money which I owe them. So they don't want to be paid. I can give you, as young people, say one of the properties which I gave them was 20 acres. Assuming that you're doing development in quarter acres, that will give you 80 units. If you are selling these 80 units at 130 million, assuming that you've spent about 30 million to do the development, then they'll be having a cool 7 billion shillings as their profit. So it is not rocket science to understand why they don't want to be paid. So I want Kenyans to understand this. I've offered several times to pay them their money, but they don't want to be paid because what they can make from this land is more than what I owe them. So that is the simple logic in this whole thing. To prove that there is corruption in all this, I must thank God that last week on Monday, when they were now demanding money for me, even to get a stay, they had the stupidity to come to my place to get this money. And it's in the public domain. I think EACC itself announced it, that they arrested people at my premises. Not only did we record the sound, how they were demanding this money, how they were beginning that, okay, fine, before anything can happen, you have to put 5 million shillings down. They were doing this in full glare of camera and sound. I sympathize with them. They should have been sophisticated enough to know that we are recording them, because this is my premise. All right? Anyway, they were arrested, and I'm hopeful that the EACC this time has a watertight case on corruption in the judiciary. And I think it is the responsibility of all Kenyans to make sure that those who came to pick money from me, I made them take money from EACC, because the million shillings that I gave them, I told them, hiyo ingine itakuja Wednesday. But before long, instead of Wednesday coming so that they could get the balance, and it is the police who arrested them on camera. So that was good movie. I think I should be working with those who make movies rather than this nonsense that we involved in. But okay, I wanted to explain that to you. If you have any questions, you may ask me specifically on some of the things I've said. Otherwise, I'd like to give opportunity to the Secretary of the Dual Council of Elders in Nairobi to say why he's here. Whatever else he has to say, you can ask him. Any questions? Yes. Identify yourself first, your station, and then you ask.
I'm Sheila Chelagat,
Yes.
TV47. After you went to court today and you found that you were to the court list, then what is the way forward from you and the lawyers how to handle this?
Yeah, I'm not a lawyer. Yes, I know. I'm not a lawyer. So I leave that to the lawyers to work on the way forward. And let me be honest with you. Even if I knew the strategy, I would not tell you on the full view of the camera. Should I? Okay. Yes. Any other question? Well, thank you very much, my brother.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Peter Hago, the Secretary General, Luo Council of Elders, Nairobi. Present here, we have our chairman, Ogai Tom Odongo, and with the members of the Luo Council of Elders and chairmen from all the 17 constituencies in Nairobi. We cluster ourselves that way. Each and every constituency has got an office. So based on what we have heard and we have seen in the social media, we have had news about our brother Raphael Tuju concerning the dairy property here. We came to the ground this morning to align ourselves with the truth from the ground. We have come here, we have ascertained, so we have a story, we have what we can report on. We are here with the blessings of the care of Luo Odungi Randa. So tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, we are going to call you again with our statement based on everything that has been put on our table, so that we can also speak to the general public and to the entire nation. So we don't have much for today. Thank you. Maybe if you have a question, and I presume that you won't have a question until such a time, we are going to meet again for the elaborated and detailed report that we are going to release to the public for your consumption. Am I clear? So God bless you all.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. Asanteni sana. Thank you, gentlemen and ladies of the press.